Hello everyone, it's your friend, your boy, Jump Like the One Only, here with another exciting video. In this video, I'm going to be talking with you guys in the live chat while playing Dueling Nexus, some Dueling Nexus. Today I worked, there's not really much to say about what I've been up to today, but I have been getting really hyped thinking about AI Dungeon 2. I feel like, I've only really scratched the surface when it comes to playing AI Dungeon 2, and I'm excited to do a lot more with the game. I'm also excited to do a lot more stuff with you guys with AI Dungeon 2. For example, I think AI Dungeon 2 is really good for doing multiplayer battles. My girlfriend and I had like a really intense AI Dungeon 2 multiplayer fight where we both could summon imaginary friends and nightmares to fight alongside us. She played as a villain who could summon nightmares, and I played as a hero who could summon imaginary friends, like manifest them into the real world. And I thought that was like a really cool session of AI Dungeon 2. And I feel like we could do stuff like that. Like if we wanted, we could do like a tournament of power in AI Dungeon 2. I think that would have been cool as fuck. Well, I mean, it's something that we still can do. It's like an idea. Anyways, your boys Kratos and Watermelon jumped into the stream. Yo, welcome guys. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Also, don't forget to smash that like button. Truly appreciate it. Heart of the Cards, aka Kratos, said first. Then Watermelon said second. Kratos said, I voted AI Dungeon 2. I really hope I can play it with you soon. I hope so too. Also, would you guys like to be added to the duel queue? Right now, I'm building a deck again. I had an idea, so I'm currently working on making that idea a reality. Okay, so I'm gonna definitely have that. I'm almost done with this deck, by the way. It's not like yesterday where, well, no, yesterday I feel like I thought I was almost done at the time. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Watermelon says, I like your locks. Oh, thank you kindly. Appreciate the compliment. If you like my locks, don't forget to smash that like button. Truly appreciate it. Let's see. So we got swords, threatening roar. So it's no surprise that all my decks run a good amount of stall. I'm all about that stall game. Watermelon said, okay. Ah, thank you kindly. Appreciate it. So we're gonna have swords, threatening roar, wabaku. Sometimes it's hard for me to remember all the different stall cards that I run because there are quite a few that I will put in my decks. Let's see. Cowboy said 3 in queue. When you guys were like first and second, do you guys want to be in the queue? Like, is Kratos like Watermelon? Sorry, are Kratos and Watermelon trying to be in the queue? Is what I'm asking. Or were you guys just saying you were the first and second people to the video? Let's see, we got swords, we got threatening roar, we got wabaku. Let's see, Kratos is down to be in the queue. Watermelon, were you meaning to be joining the queue, or were you just saying you were the second to tune in? Let's see, so we got those there. Watermelon said I'm on mobile, so I think that's Watermelon's way of saying not. So far we just have Kratos and Cowboy. Let's see. So this deck is fairly similar to other decks I've played. Watermelon said, I don't understand AI Dungeon. It's a game where you can do anything and where you can say anything, and now you can play it with friends, like either in person or over like a messenger thing, which is pretty dope. AI Dungeon is cool as fuck. This stream we're doing Yu-Gi-Oh though. We're not doing AI Dungeon at the moment. I would be down to do AI Dungeon. I think that'd be cool. Cowboy said you can still play. He said I'm on mobile. Do you have an account, Watermelon, on Dueling Nexus? On Dueling Nexus. That's where we play Yu-Gi-Oh. AI Dungeon 2 is nice because normally I set it up on my end, so you guys don't have to actually set up the game. You just play through the chat, which is pretty great. Let's see. I know I want to have more cards in this deck. I'm just trying to figure out what cards I want. Watermelon said I could make one. Ooh, yeah, that'd be cool. That way you'd be able to play on the streams with us. Watermelon said, I'll be back. Nice. Cowboy said, Nick, what about the Discord AI? So you can play AI Dungeon 2 on Discord. Somebody made a Discord bot. However, I don't use Discord. So, yeah. Also, apparently that bot doesn't have all the features. And the main feature that I want is pretty new. It's the one that's currently in the game that allows for the local multiplayer. So if it doesn't have that feature, I don't see why I would run it. You know? Like, I would rather just use what we got. Let's see. Cowboy's asking Watermelon if Watermelon has Discord. Watermelon said that they'd be back, so they may not be here to receive that message at the moment. So let's see. This deck will be interesting indeed. So I'm almost done. I just have to add like 15 more cards and I'll be good. But I know those exact cards. And by 15, I really mean 5. It's like 3 copies each of all these cards. Let's see. Watermelon said, what did you say? Duel, and then he said, I used to. Dueling Nexus. So the website's URL is duelingnexus.com. That's where we do all these Yu-Gi-Oh battles. Battle. So the deck that I'm currently making, I hope is good. We'll find out soon enough. It's another deck where it's like, I've never played this before, so I don't really know if it'll actually be competitive, blah 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 blah. Let's see, I'm going to enter the duel zone. The duel zone. This is where all of the world's greatest duels on Dueling Nexus take place. Because that's where all Dueling Nexus duels take place. Let's see. There we go. So I now have the new deck set up. And now I'm going to share the link into the live chat with you guys. So first up is Kratos. Kratos, you're going to be facing off against my new deck. I'm curious to see how that's going to go. Watermelon said, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel links? No. So Dueling Nexus is a website, so it's not like an app. You would just go to duelingnexus.com and then boom, you're on the site where you're able to play the game. I wonder where Kratos is. There's Ryan, but it's not Ryan's turn yet. I wonder where Kratos is at. There's Kratos. Hey, welcome. If you guys want to watch this duel as it happens live on Dueling Nexus, definitely make sure you guys click on that Dueling Nexus link in the live chat. You guys can still watch the stream at the same time if you guys want to hear the audio component, but if you just want to see the dueling action, you can go to that link. However, we will be changing up the URL as the stream continues, so you're going to want to stay tuned so you'll be able to see all the duels as they happen. Okay, so Kratos won rock, paper, scissors, and he's decided that he wants to go first. That's totally fine with me. Okay, so Kratos has 5 cards in hand, 35 cards in main deck, 15 cards in extra deck, meaning that he has a full extra deck, and he's playing with a optimal deck size, or at least traditionally optimal. Looks like he's playing Cristrons. I know Kratos is a big fan of synchros. I personally am not a fan of synchro summoning. I do like the idea of a crystal-based archetype. I do think crystals are very aesthetically pleasing, so when you make crystal characters, I'm more like, ooh. Let's see. I already kind of have an idea of what I'm going to do at the start of my turn. Okay. So I'm going to activate Pot of Extravagance from my hand to banish 6 cards from my extra deck. Response? Okay, nice. Kratos didn't have a response, so I was able to draw 2 cards from the top of my deck. I set 1 card face down. I activate Cauldron of the Old Man. Response? Okay, it looks like Kratos is activating an effect. Okay, he special summoned a Crystron from the graveyard, and he's going to use those Crystrons in order to special summon a Crystron Synchro Monster. Ooh, and he returned Cauldron of the Old Man from my field to my deck, which is interesting to say the least. Let's see. And then I'm going to end my turn. So now it is Kratos' turn. He has 32 cards in his main deck, 14 cards in his extra deck, one field play spell card on the field, and one extra deck monster. His monster is Crystron Amatrix. If this card is synchro summoned, you can change all face-up special summon monsters your opponent controls to defense position. If this synchro summon card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target one Crystron monster in your graveyard except a synchro monster and special summon it. I'm going to activate Summon Limit. Summon Limit is a continuous trap card. Neither player can summon more than 2 times per turn. Negated summons do count toward this limit, and negated card effects that would summon do not count toward this limit. Kratos set 1 card face down. He now has 3 cards in hand, 31 cards in his main deck, 14 cards in his extra deck. Ooh, it looks like he discarded a card to the graveyard. He now has 2 cards in hand. He has 31 cards in his main deck, 14 cards in his extra deck, 1 card set, 1 field play spell card, 1 extra deck monster, and then he special summoned a Crystron from his graveyard to his field. And then he sent it back to the graveyard, activated an effect from it. Let's see. He then got another Crystron out. Fascinating. He set a monster face down. He enters his battle phase. I activate Threatening Roar. Okay. Threatening Roar prevents Kratos from attacking this turn. My turn starts. I activate Pot of Extravagance. I banish 6 cards from my extra deck to draw 2 cards from my deck. I activate Cauldron of the Old Man. Let's see. I set a card face down on the field. I set a second card face down on the field. I activate Cauldron of the Old Man to inflict 300 damage to Kratos. That's the first damage dealt this game. In phase, in turn. Let's see. Now it is Kratos' turn. Kratos plays Supply Squad. I activate Anti-Spell Fragrance. For those of you who don't know, Anti-Spell Fragrance's whole thing is that if your opponent... also, Kratos tried to attack me, so I activated Negate Attack in order to stop his attack. So in case you guys don't know, Anti-Spell Fragrance's whole thing is that both players have to set spell cards before activating them, and can't activate them until the next turn after setting them. Essentially, all it is a... it turns spells into traps. It just kind of slows the game down. activate Cauldron of the Old Man. This time to inflict 600 damage on your boy Kratos. Kratos said that summon limit is destroying my deck. Yeah, summon limit hurts most people. Interesting. So I dealt the damage. Kratos swapped to a different monster. Interesting. And he got rid of my summon limit, which is fine. I end my turn for now. Okay. Let's see. Watermelon asked if I have any tips for telekinesis. How do you normally do telekinesis, Watermelon? Like, what's your methodology? Let's see. Cowboy said, Old Mine. So Old Mind is that one card that Cowboy was playing a lot yesterday. Watermelon said he places his hand out. Step 1 for telekinesis. Okay. What's step 2? So now Kratos is able to do a lot more because he got rid of summon limit. And then Watermelon said, I don't know. So normally you just place your hand out. Okay. Interesting. So Supply Squad. If I activated Anti-Spell Fragrance, like, before you had done it, like, before you had played Supply Squad, it would have... I don't think it would have had too much of an effect, but it would have slowed you down a little bit. Let's see. Ryan said, do you have any telekinesis nips? My goodness. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Kratos is like, now I am free. I activate negate attack. Blocking your attack. So what card does Kratos play where I'm like, nah, I'd rather not? During your opponent's main phase or battle phase, you can target one of your banished tutor monsters, special summon it, but has its effect negated. This card in your hand or graveyard, you can discard one Crystron card, special summon this card in defense position. Yeah, during your opponent's main phase or battle phase, you can target one non-tutor monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Let's see, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn. Target one face-up card you control, cannot special summon monster. Okay, so I guess it's Sulfurnier. I don't personally fuck with. I'm going to start my turn by activating Pot of Extravagance to banish 3 cards from my extra deck. I think Kratos responds by, activating one of his Crystons. Okay, and then use that to bring out Power Rise and Sectron. And then Cauldron of the Old Man was returned from my field to the top of my deck. Let's see, I'm going to set a card face down. I'm going to set another card face down. Let's see, I'm going to set another card face down. And then I'm going to end my turn. So now it is Kratos' turn. Let's let's see. It's the start of Kratos' turn. I'm gonna let it ride. Watermelon put up a question mark. Man, I am hyped to do more AI Dungeon 2 stuff with you guys. Watermelon said, have you ever played Getting Over It? I have not played Getting Over It, but I've seen other people play it. Excuse me. I think Donkey has a good video on Getting Over It. Watermelon said peace, and then a second thing. I don't know what the second thing is. It did not display. Okay, Kratos goes in for the attack. I activate Threatening Roar. Because I can't go for that. No. I said I can't go for that. No. Hey. Let's see. I activate Pot of Duality. Kratos activated Crystron Impact. Target one of your banished Crystron monsters, special summon it, and if you do, if your opponent controls any face-up monsters, change their defense to 0. During either player's turn, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard. When a card or effect is activated that targets a Crystron monster you control, you can banish this card from your graveyard and negate that effect. Aw, man. This is going to be quite interesting. I set a field play spell card. Okay. And now I'm going to set a 1. I set 1 card, and then I set a second card. And let's see. So I'm trying to figure out what I wouldn't want to come back. I guess I'll wait and figure that out because I still don't really know the answer yet. Ryan said yes. So at the start of your turn, I'm going to activate Summon Limit. Ryan put up a fist emoji, and then some second thing. I don't know what the second thing is. I can't even see a second thing on the live chat on my computer screen, but on my phone screen, it shows that like there's something there, but it can't render. So Kratos now has 2 supply squads. Let's see. So I do think I have the right idea of what I would probably want to stop. Because I was thinking that one is probably the most annoying one. So I know what I'm going to try to do next turn. Let's see. I notice your boy Kratos decided not to attack. He didn't even try to attack. That's interesting. I set a card face down on the field. Activate Mystic Mine. Let's see. Oh, you reduced your card's level by 2 in order to stop an effect? That's interesting. Let's see what this does. Banish one tuner from your hand, graveyard, or face up on the field. Target one card on the field and destroy it. Okay. So he uses that in order to try to get rid of Summon Limit. Let's see. No chain to that effect. No chain. Okay. I activate Prohibition. I target Crystron Sulfiner. I don't know how to say the name, but the sulfur one. It took me a little bit to think about what I wanted to use that Prohibition on. But I feel like that's as good a target as any. I end my turn. Cowboy said, how is winning? So right now I'm winning by 900 life points. Kratos has 7,100 life points and I have 8,000. Kratos has a lot of monsters on field. Kratos said, I missed it. What card did you declare? You should have been paying attention, Kratos. I even said it on the stream. Ah. So let's see. What card did I declare, Kratos? Dun dun dun. Dun 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 bum, bum, bum. Kratos said, I know the stream cut out. I also, because it was like an extended thing. Like I said the name of the card, and then I couldn't really say it. So I kept going like, and then I said the blank one. So, I don't know, Kratos. There was an opportunity. Do 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 do. Kratos said, besides, it's not like it's supposed to be private knowledge. That's true. Uh, that's why you should have paid attention to the thing. You also have to think about it from the perspective of if we were playing this online and not via a stream, there would be no way of really knowing. You know what I mean? So even based on how they've designed Nexus specifically, it's not like you would have any way of really knowing for real. Normally. I just chain the effect of the card that you tried to pop. Wabaku. Do 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 do. These nuts. Do 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 do. Okay, Kratos is gonna swing. Even though, okay, Kratos decided not to swing. I was about to say, swinging would have been meaningless. Activate Pot of Duality. Response. Awesome. I add one card from my deck to my hand. I set a field play spell card. Response. I set another card face down on field. And I in my turn. Kratos said, I wonder what that field spell is. Yeah, I know, it's a mystery, Kratos. Who, I have no way of determining this. Ah, so Kratos summoned a Crystron, which sent one of my cards on the field back to the top of my deck. Cowboy said mine. When you say mine, it makes me think of Larfleeze, the leader of the Orange Lantern Corps. And it also makes me think about the birds from Finding Nemo. Why? That's actually kind of a weird flex. Ooh, not that weird of a flex at all. What the fuck? That's a thing? If this card is synchro summoned, you can banish all spell and trap cards your opponent controls and in their graveyard. If this synchro summon card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target one other monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. Yo. My deck is like only spells and traps, so that nigga came out. Banished literally everything. Literally everything I had. Oh. Kratos has taken the lead. Can he win it in one turn? Yes, he can, I believe. Kratos said GG, hashtag GG, hashtag a game, hashtag handshake. Solid game, Kratos. If I knew that was a thing, I probably would have banned that with Prohibition. That was pretty strong. I was able to live for like a while with that particular game, but I don't think I had enough like offensive pressure. Like the deck isn't really good enough to win, it seems like. Next up is your boy Cowboy. Cowboy, I hope you're ready. I actually have a deck prepared. Let's see. So where's that at? Here it is. Kratos said pretty much all game I was trying to set up for Phoenix. Understandable. With all the stall, there was definitely plenty of time to prepare. Kratos said it's just difficult to summon. What are the materials for Phoenix? Also, where's your boy Cowboy at? Where's Cowboy located? It is his turn. Whew, there's Cowboy. Welcome. It's good to see you, dude. Got him. Got him. I'm going to choose to go second. Let's see. Kratos said it's a level 9 that requires a tuner synchro and a non-tuner synchro. Requires a tuner synchro and a non-tuner synchro. That's interesting. Okay. Cowboy plays Cauldron of the Old Man and sets a card face down on the field. Excuse me. He sets a spell and trap card down as well as a monster down. So he then gains 500 life points off of Cauldron of the Old Man's effect. He puts a Yang Zing in a Pendulum Zone and then ends his turn. I'm going to start my turn off by playing Pot of Duality. I use Pot of Duality to add Mystical Space Typhoon from my deck. Activate Mystical Space Typhoon to pop your Cauldron of the Old Man. Activate Wave Motion Cannon. I set a card face down on my field, and I end my turn. Kratos said, I absolutely love the FA card in the deck because its machine negates spell cards and manipulates its own level as it does. It definitely was pretty solid and it came in clutch for you a few times. Okay. I activate my own Cauldron of the Old Man. I use its effect to burn you for 300, and I end my turn. So I'm curious to see what Cowboy can actually do against me. So Cowboy has 2 Yang Zing monsters in attack position on the field. I activate Threatening Roar. You can't declare an attack this turn. Cowboy then ends his turn. I activate Cauldron of the Old Man. Okay. I then set a card face down, and I end my turn. Kratos said, but the field spell is really what makes the deck work. Starlight Junction, that's what kept shuffling your cards into the deck. Ah, okay. I was curious why sometimes they would go into the graveyard and sometimes they would go into the deck. Let's see. So Cowboy summoned a pretty big Yang Zing. Ooh, and he got rid of my wave motion cannon. Nani? And then he brought back his materials. And then he brought out another big Yang Zing. He enters battle phase. Activate Threatening Roar. You cannot declare an attack this turn. Activate Pot of Extravagance. I banish 6 cards from my extra deck to draw 2 cards. Activate Poison of the Old Man. Inflict 800 points of damage to you. I activate Cauldron of the Old Man. Inflict 900 points of damage to you. Let's see. I set a card face down on the field. I activate Swords of Revealing Light. And I end my turn. I currently have the life lead and I've taken no damage. Okay. Cowboy's already gotten rid of Swords of Revealing Light. Cowboy enters battle phase, attacks with his Yang Zing. Activate Drowning Mirror Force. Gets rid of both of your attack position monsters. Activate Wave Motion Cannon. I activate Pot of Duality. I use Wave Motion Cannon to add Swords of Revealing Light from my deck to my hand. Sorry, not Wave Motion Cannon. I use Pot of Duality to add Swords of Revealing Light to my hand, and then I activate Swords of Revealing Light. I activate Cauldron of the Old Man. Using its effect, I burn you for 1200 damage, and then I end my turn. Cowboy is now top decking. Let's see. Kratos said in Crystron's whole thing is synchro summoning during your turn. I'm aware. I could definitely pick up on that from our Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels. Let's see. I set a card face down on the field. I'm going to take a note of something real quick. There we go. I activate Cauldron of the Old Man's effect. Izanagi said playing a counter deck but never countering anything. Yo Izanagi, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day? Do you have any questions for your boy? Do you have any discussion topics you want to talk about on the stream? Kratos said you missed that one. You missed the one before that. Oh, sorry. But the field spell. Well, hold on. During your opponent's turn, if you synchro summon a monster, target a card on the field and shuffle it into the deck. Okay, that's what the junction thing was doing. I understand why you mentioned what the Crystron gimmick was. Understandable. Cowboy says that he needs Old Mind. Do you think Old Mind would save you? I activate Tremendous Fire. Burn you for 1,000. I activate Cauldron of the Old Man. Burn you for 1,800. I activate Wave Motion Cannon. Burn you for 2,000. Hashtag GG, hashtag good game, hashtag handshake. So that was my anti-barrier mask deck. I specifically made that in order to face off against Cowboy's barrier mask deck, but he played his Yang Zing burn thing. It still worked just the same. Let's see, I'm going to create a custom game. Kratos said also, did you ever look at the Adamantia artwork? I think I might have seen a little bit, but I haven't looked at it like extensively to really be able to point out a lot of detail. Kratos said you like gym-based archetypes, and it's a gym-based archetype. Then it's definitely something that I would enjoy. So I'll make sure to check that out. Opa. Right now, I'm grabbing the link so that Ryan can jump in for a duel. I don't really have anything for Ryan at the moment. I know what I could try to play for now. Ryan has a lot of different decks, if we're being honest. I'm curious how well Kratos' deck would have done against my barrier statue deck. Oh, that's what I should play against Ryan. Ryan said, where's the link? I just posted the link. I could have sworn. I can post it again. Give me one moment. Either one is fine, I guess. I'll go with this one. Mix it up a little bit. So let me share that link once again. Kratos said, I love how the mechanic it uses is excavating cards, and in the lore, the cards are excavating gems. So it all works out in the end. Speaking of excavating gems, there is a card that's about like getting spells back, and I think it's called like something excavation, like crystal excavation or magic stone excavation or something like that. Oh, I just got a message from my girlfriend Beth. Also, Ryan, do you see the link yet? Kratos said magical stone excavation. It's terrible. It is terrible. That is true. Let's see. Which Thunder Dagger? Do you have it set to live chat or top chat? Because I'm pretty sure I posted the link. I can see the link in the chat, Ryan. Make sure you have it set to live chat and not top chat. Let's see. Kratos said you go -2 to get one spell. Mm-hmm. You better really like that spell. So I've always been curious about what was going on like on the floor above me because it's normally quiet and then occasionally you'll hear like footstep, footstep, footstep. And for a while I thought it might have been someone with a kid, but I actually think it's someone with a dog. Let's see. Ryan said just go to XUXV then. Blah, blah, blah. Then Kratos said, I mean, if you're playing a graveyard heavy deck, it's not that bad. Yo, Kratos, um, can you see the link? Because if you guys can't see the link, that actually is like a problem. You know what I mean? Because it's saying that I'm sending the link. So, because I'd like to figure out what is going on with that. If you guys for some reason can't see it. So Kratos said, nah, I can't see it. Are you guys using top chat or live chat? So Kratos says you can't see it with live chat. Okay, I'm gonna type into the live chat test. Can you guys see that? Nani? The fuck? Huh. So I must be logged into the wrong account. That's so weird. One moment. Something weird is afoot. So Google has this thing where they're like, there's a new terms of service. Did it switch me out of my account because there are new terms of service? Because that would be the shitty. Let's see. Oh, did you guys see the Magic the Gathering MMO trailer? Let's see. Kratos said, since when do you have secret YouTube channels? So I once created a channel and I was going to be like, all the real life superhero stuff was going to be on that. And then I was like, it's kind of stupid to have multiple channels. So then I didn't do it. So that channel exists, but I think there's very little on that channel. Okay. Do you guys see it now? So it had me logged into my other account for like no good reason. Okay, and that would explain why you guys wouldn't be able to see the links. Okay, Ryan, prepare for battle, battle, battle. Ryan was ready. So Ryan's going to go first. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Let's see. Kratos said, what are you doing after the stream? So after the stream, I'm going to eat my one meal for the day. only time I consume food. Then, after I eat my one meal for the day, Beth and I are going to have our talk time. We normally hang out from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Then after that, I'm probably gonna play some AI Dungeon 2. Also, while I'm hanging out with Beth, because we're gonna be playing AI Dungeon 2 over Messenger, I'm probably gonna be doing AI Dungeon 2. Also, Kratos, please submit a prompt in the comment section for me to play on the channel. I want to play more of the viewer prompts. And we had like an influx of viewer prompts. I've done like 8 of them. And then where'd all the viewer prompts go? Let's get some more viewer prompts in there. Uh, Kratos said, let me play AI Dungeon 2 with you. We could definitely do that. I think that could be fun. I might even stream an AI Dungeon 2 thing. Izanagi said the viewer prompts died with the game. I don't think that's accurate, Izanagi. AI Dungeon 2 is bigger than it's like ever been. Facts. The AI Dungeon 2 Reddit has like 8,000 plus like followers on it. I remember when the AI Dungeon 2 Reddit had like 4,000 followers on it. Shit, I remember when the AI Dungeon 2 Reddit was like new. Izanagi said only a centimeter bigger is not that much bigger. Well, we're not talking about centimeters, my nigga. I don't know. The measurement's off. I activate Mystical Space Typhoon to pop your Blaze Accelerator reload. Da 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 a da 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 a da 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 da. What da 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 da. Yeah, hey, dun, 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 what, dun, hey, no, yeet, dun. Cowboy said, I will destroy you tomorrow. We will see, Cowboy. We will see. Ryan out here giving me free life points. Dun, 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 hey, dun, 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 dun. Da 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 do 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 do. I'm telling you, I'm telling you. The Mandalorian theme song is really good. Let's see. I activate Threatening Roar. Kratos said, what I think would be cool is if I also stream us playing AI Dungeon 2, and maybe we can call each other on the phone to talk rather than communicating through chat. So we'll want to communicate through chat because I would need you to send me your actions in the chat. If I don't have access to your actions, what can I do? What can I do, Mabumafu? Mabumafu is such a weird thing. It's like a children's show mascot of a children's show that I never watched. Um, so it's got some weird stuff. I mean, it's not even really that weird. It's just as weird to me. Like children's mascots are odd when you have no personal connection to them. Some of them are odd even if you have a personal connection to them. Let's see. Cowboy said, but I must go watch more anime. Kratos said, I can do both though. Cowboy said, use Discord. And then he said, this is an ad. Dun, 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 dun. See, that's why I got rid of Tri-Blaze Accelerator before. Cowboy said Discord is the greatest way to take. So what we could do, Kratos, is we could do, then Ryan said, no, you wasted MST. And then Izanagi said, correct. It's interesting to hear Izanagi say that I wasted Mystical Space Typhoon. Izanagi's all about MST. Okay, Ryan swings. I activate Negate Attack. Izanagi said, you MST threats or potential threats? Dun, 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 dun. And he said, not cards that you see that are not threats. And then Ryan said, it's over. We'll see about that. I end my turn. Let's see. So what we could do, Kratos, is you could send voice messages. I think that would be fine. Oh, that was something that Ryan did during my turn. That threw the fuck out of me. Ding 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 ding. Kratos said that'll work. Still, for your actual actions, you're gonna want to type them. Ding 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 ding. And I wouldn't be able to do that until like around 11. So that would be one thing to take into account. And I'll let Beth know that that's what we're going to plan to do. Kratos, well, I need to still respond in game. I activate Negate Attack again. Okay. Ooh, Kratos used Salam. I activate Scrap Iron. It may not be over yet. Izanagi said you're dead. I'm dead with exact damage. Hashtag GG, hashtag good game, hashtag handshake. Izanagi said exact. Exact victory. So right now it's 8:54 p.m. We have about 6 minutes left. Real quick, I'm going to send a message to Beth. Kratos and I are going to stream AI Dungeon 2 tonight after 11 p.m. Ryan said that deck is the anti-barrier statue deck. Aw shit. How did you know I was playing the barrier statue kaiju deck? No, I should have played something else. So that deck that you just played has a lot of pyro monsters in it. Uses Tri-Blaze Accelerator, Solemn Judgment, a lot of continuous spell cards. You depend a lot on, I wouldn't say a lot on back row, but you definitely played a lot of back row. You played a lot of pyro monsters. I'm curious what anti-pyro support cards. He said there is no Tri-Blaze. Is it just, oh, it's just normal Blaze Accelerator. My bad. Is Blaze, well, no, it isn't. It's Blaze Accelerator Reload, not Tri-Blaze. Kratos said, have you played with the Creator Studio yet? I'm trying it out for the first time. The Creator Studio for AI Dungeon 2 is pretty neat. It allows you to create prompts and then share those prompts directly within the community, which I actually really like. When people find your prompts in the Explore section, they can click the Play Adventure button and just start playing your prompt, which is pretty neat, not gonna lie. To be honest, AI Dungeon 2 has created not only a story creation and sharing platform, but also like a game creation and sharing platform. You can literally write out a prompt that is like the premise for a game and then have someone play it like an RPG. And I think that's really neat. I actually have an idea for a video that would essentially be the season challenge, which sounds weird, but hear me out. The way that the season challenge would work is that you write 12 AI Dungeon 2 prompts, each prompt will have the player trying to achieve some kind of objective, and the prompt after the prompts are played in sequence, is what I mean to say. They're like episodic, and the idea is that the second prompt is supposed to take place after the first prompt, assuming that the player achieved whatever their objective was in the first prompt. And you essentially do that 12 prompts in a row, similar to like a 12 episode season of an anime, because there are a lot of like 12 episode season animes. But it allows you to create this playable epic, and it would be a rather replayable epic when you think about it. You know what I mean? Because anyone could play like the same episode multiple times and get many different potential endings, and the goal would be for people to try and play through like the whole season to try to beat all 12 episodes. I'm going to make a video on that idea. I definitely would love to see people create their own seasons and to share them, because I definitely would want to like read people's seasons and to play through people's seasons. Kratos said, then I can turn those episodes into my manga. That's true. One thing that's cool about AI Dungeon 2 is that you really only need like a pitch. Like you just need like an idea, and then from that idea you can create full stories and full playable adventures. So coming up with a season in AI Dungeon 2 is the equivalent of coming up with like 12 pitches for like episodes, and then you're like, and that's it. That's the whole product. I'm also planning on publishing a book soon that'll be a collection of AI Dungeon 2 prompts and AI Dungeon 2 stories. It's not going to be like every AI Dungeon 2 prompt I've ever written or every AI Dungeon 2 story, but it is going to be a collection of some of the prompts I've written and some of the stories. I'm still trying to figure out if I'm going to have any prompts in the book that don't have stories related to them, because I have plenty of prompts that I've written that I've actually like not played, where I'll just like come up with an idea and I'm like, oh, this might be cool to play, and then I like never do it. Let's see. It's currently 8:58 p.m., so we don't really have a lot of time left in this stream in particular. But I'm definitely excited to do an AI Dungeon 2 stream with you tonight, Kratos. I might do a stream with Beth tonight, if she'd be down to do something like that. But I feel like the answer to that would probably be like, nah. Like, she probably wouldn't be down to do that. Because 10 to 11 is like our us time. But we'll see. Um, but anyways, it's about time for me to do like the outro, so I'll get on that. Kratos said, "I'll get to work on the prompt." Okay, ballin'. It would be cool if you made a prompt that was made for two people to play. Also, I would like to host the game. Well, fuck. I mean, you could host the game. That'd be totally fine if you wanted to host the game. Either way works. So Kratos said, "Yup." So Kratos, do you want to host the game, or do you want me to host the game? It really doesn't matter. Okay, Kratos said I can host it. Ballin', I'm down for that. That's my preference. And then Kratos said, since you've done so before. Yeah. Oh, also, tip for anybody who plays AI Dungeon 2. You should always use you instead of like I or me, because the game always considers you to be you. So that's a good tip for anybody who plays AI Dungeon 2. But anyways, I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring the notification bell to be notified whenever you do these live streams. This is your friend, your boy, Jump Like Phone Only, logging out. Peace.